Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Women's Studio. It's been a while. Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Women's Studio. Hi guys, I'm alive. I didn't fall off the face of the earth. I feel like I traveled across the face of the earth. So anyways, I'm glad to be back. Thank you for those of you who messaged me and said, are you okay? Are you ever coming back? I mean, I know most of you knew we were on vacation, but even before we left for Utah, you know, there was a couple opportunities I could have done Flosstube, but I didn't. And I'll tell you why. So my last Flosstube was 5 weeks ago, you guys. August 27th, I think it was. Friday, August 27th. So yeah, 5 weeks ago. Well, you know, guys, you know that my mom and Jerry were in town from Florida for the summer for 3 months. And knowing that, they're only here for 3 months, and we'll go see them in January, and then we won't see them again until they come in the spring. I want to spend as much time with them as possible. So, you know, a lot of times I work at night, but I don't work at night when my mom and Jerry are here. I hang out with them. We cook dinner together. My mom and I love playing cards together. We have a lot of fun. So anyways, and then of course, this summer I took on all this extra work that I didn't have the previous summer, plus now I'm designing fabric, and to design a fabric line, it takes me a good solid 2 weeks to do that. So, you know, let's throw all these extra things in there. I almost lost my mind. It was a bit much. So, also, Needlework Expo kicked our butts. Because of all the other deadlines, like this is all the stuff that I had going on. This is insane. So my fabric line was due August 1st. I was ill, as you guys know, and still not a full recovery, I will say. Health-wise, feeling good, energy, all that's good, but there's still a couple things that haven't come back yet, let's just say. And then amongst, you know, so anyways, so that put me behind my fabric line, and I didn't actually complete that till August 30th, like that, you know, around that time. And then I had our corporate taxes were due the 15th. Well, we were leaving on the 14th, so I had to get them done the week before that, so I had time to communicate with my, you know, accountant if she had any questions and stuff. So we got that done. I mean, that's so stupid. It's so stupid to wait that late to do your taxes. I mean, it's one of those things, you know, when you own your own business, you know, like I'm so ridiculously busy. Like I work a lot of hours, and I mean, I love what I do. I'm not complaining. So it's all joyous to me, but it's still a lot of work. You know, but still, I can do a month's worth of paperwork for my business in about an hour. So come on, Teresa, in an hour a month to keep up on that. So anyways, I'm not letting that happen again, because that was way too stressful to try to get that done. And, you know, trying to balance it. Whoa, numbers, that's not my thing. Not my thing at all. And then you guys know I have a Patreon. So I design 3 charts a month for Patreon and a couple coloring book pages for Patreon. So I had that going on as well. I had a painting for a client that I needed to do that I didn't know, like she forgot to give me a deadline, and then like she got a hold of me, she said, oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't give you a deadline. I need it by like in a week, or I don't think we're gonna be able to make this thing happen. And like, oh my gosh. So okay, that week I painted that. And then I had that chair for the charity auction dinner for the Catholic Charities in Flint that I like to donate to. So that was due. They wanted me to have it to them by September 1st because they wanted to use it in commercials and things, but I didn't get it done. I was like 5 days late, so I don't know. Anyways, so I got that done. Here's the chair, almost done. I just put some gloss varnish on it, and I'm going to come back down in about an hour and a half after I make dinner, and I will be putting on a coat of crackle paint, or crackle medium, I'm sorry, crackle medium. And then tomorrow I'll let it sit overnight and the crackle will do its magic. And then I'll go over it with a raw umber wash so that it won't be so stark white. Sit a while with Jesus. You can see. After I go over it with a raw umber wash to kind of antique it a little bit, I will then go over it with a coat of matte varnish and then wait. I have to wait 3 hours and go over it with another coat of matte varnish. So I put some like glitter in her halo. And then I'll show you. So I decoupaged the entire chair, as you can see. Even the inside underneath. And here's the back of the chair. It's really shiny because of the gloss varnish. So yeah, that's it. That's the chair. And then preparing for Needlework Expo, you know how that is, fully finishing everything, writing the instructions, designing the covers, doing my Flosstube video, and then doing Needlework Expo that weekend, you know, sitting in front of the computer for 3 days. And then, oh my gosh, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Needlework Expo just blew our minds. I had to, the week before, okay, so Mom and Jerry left on Labor Day, that Monday. So we had that week to get all of the orders out from Needlework Expo. Plus I was prepping for Garden of Quilts. And I did tons and tons of research, you guys. I wrote a paper about samplers and gave them links and Flosstube videos of people to watch that talk about samplers too, because that's where it all started. So I thought that was important to bring up to my beginner, that's a whole nother story, my beginner cross stitch class. And then I have a 23 page with some photos included of terms used in the cross stitch community. 1/1, 2/2, 24 hours of cross stitch, Ada, accoutrement, and it's all in alphabetical order, NPI, monogamous stitcher, just all these things. So because I wanted the new cross stitchers to watch Flosstube and know what the heck's going on, and this is like their little dictionary that they could refer to. So I did all of this work amongst all of that insanity. And then, you know, the week that after my mom and Jerry left, I helped Kevin stuff patterns, and I don't work on Sunday. I keep that day for my sanity, plus it's the Lord's Day. It's the day to, you know, Kevin and I might do some yard work or something like that, spend some time outdoors, hang out with friends, hang out with family, that kind of thing. But that Sunday, I had to work. We worked after church. We worked late to ship orders because we were leaving on Tuesday. We were leaving on Tuesday, and I told him, I said, I can help you today, but I can't tomorrow. I have to finish up my things, and I got to make these kits, and I got to start packing for Garden of Quilts. So anyways, it was insane. And, you know, we got the orders out. He still had all day Monday to work on the orders, and then we left Tuesday. It was insane, you guys. And it was just too much work, and I'm not doing that next year. I will never do a summer retreat, for one. I will never wait that late to do my taxes. And then the chair for the charity auction. I know they're going to ask me to do a chair again next year. So don't wait, you know, so late to do it. So these are just things that, you know, I put these things off on the back burner because I know I have time. Oh, I got time to do that. I'll do it later, do it later, do it later. And then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, all these things are due now. So anyway, I don't know if you guys are like that. And that's usually procrastinating on things that I'm not like super excited to do, to be honest, like taxes. Wah, wah, wah. But anyways, it's part of business. It's part of doing what you got to do. So, and then, so I'm doing a whole separate video for Garden of Quilts and Kevin and our anniversary vacation. The first part of the video will be Garden of Quilts. It's going to be full of fun things to share about all the things that went on that was just absolutely incredible. And then the rest of it's going to be just video and photos of what Kevin and I did and the gorgeous scenery. And I have shared pictures on social media, but a lot of the photos were taken with my nicer camera, the one I record my Flosstube with. And so they're going to be even more stunning. And I'm excited to do that. So that hopefully will get done this coming week, I hope. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I miss those grandbabies so much. But we had them this past Thursday, and they were the best they've ever been for us. I mean, they did not argue or fight with each other. They shared their toys. They walked in the door happy. I think it's because they hadn't seen us. I mean, they were there early too because Bree's working 4:10s now. So instead of getting there at 10:30, they're getting there at our house at 8:30. So they, you know, I thought, oh gosh, you know, Ellery's not really a morning kind of girl, but she was just, oh, they were so pleasant and we had so much fun and they're just hilarious. Oh, hilarious. So just some of the cute little things that they said. Ellery said, he said some funny things, but they're just not appropriate to talk about on here. But she, like talks kind of old, I think, for her age. She's not in daycare. Brianna's mom watches them during the week. They used to have a nanny, but now they have Brianna's mom watching them, and then we get them on Thursday, and then you know, they're off work on the weekends. So I don't know if they're getting it from shows they watch, or maybe they're just mimicking what someone else said. I don't know, but they seem so grown up for a 3-year-old. She says she says that day we were outside and they wanted to go out in the grass so bad, but they got there earlier, so the grass is just dewy and wet and they just can get all wet. And I kept saying, you can't go out yet, the grass is wet, blah, blah, blah. And she just looks at me and she's like, are you kidding me? And another thing she did is when they were playing on the swings, they would swing all day if I had the energy to push them all day long. And they like it when I push them and run under their swing, and they just laugh and think that's the best thing ever. Well, it's good exercise for me too, so I'm not, you know, complaining too much. I got tired and I'm like, okay guys, I'm not pushing you anymore. And so when they got off the swing, they put it on their belly, you know, and how you can run and swing on your own. And she goes, this is boring. Just funny little things like that. They're just so precious. There's more, but I can't really think of it. Oh, I know. One thing that was funny is Ellery was on the swing and she was facing the other way. So she was looking at the neighbor's house, and they have 2 little Bichon Frise dogs, and they're just little white fluffy things. And they were outside and they're walking in the yard. And she goes, look, sheep. It was adorable. But yeah, total cuteness. The drive out to Utah for the Garden of Quilts, it was a 24-hour drive. So we took 3 days to get there. We got there an hour and a half before I had to be there for the meet and greet to set up and all that. I was like, we cut it really close, but it all worked out. So I had all kinds of time in the car to not stitch. I didn't stitch at all while I was gone, you guys, because I need good magnification, I need good lighting, and the bouncing of the road on 40 count, I don't think I could do it. And that I wanted to take a punch needle with me, but I didn't have anything ready, and I didn't have time to get anything ready. So, but it was okay because I designed my 3 Patreon charts for them. I did tons of sketching. So many exciting things for wool applique, and I've ordered all kinds of wool that should be coming in the next couple weeks, and I'm going to really start nailing down some designs for that. So I did a lot of designing and planning and scheduling things out, and it was good. It was really good. And then that was on the way there. Well, on the way home, you know, we kind of made our way home doing some sightseeing. So I didn't do a lot of work on the way home because of that, because we were stopping, and then I did some antiquing on the way home. We had a little bit more time, leisurely time. So I didn't do as much then. But anyway, I'm just really glad that my husband likes to drive. He's not a good rider. He likes to drive, which works for me because then I can do my creative stuff. So anywho, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I mean, that's my life. That's what happened. I just have a quick announcement about Fabulous Monsters. I refreshed my memory by watching my last video, just bits and pieces of it. And in there, I mentioned that when we got back, I was going to release those 2 Fabulous Monsters right away. I can't. I can't do that. And then 3 weeks later, because the 1st of November, we're going to have a release. And that's too much. We just got home. And basically, we got home on last Sunday. By the way, today's Saturday, October 2nd. And this past week was about getting caught up. It was about getting everything unpacked and put away, which I still have a lot of things to put away. But I had my Halloween Whimsy fabric line. They gave me the first strike-offs when I was at Garden of Quilts. It is so stinking cute. So I had all of that to look at the strike-offs and compare with the artwork and make notes and get all that to them. I had to give them my expense report for the trip so they can reimburse me. There was all these things, loose ends that needed tied up. And so, you know, I'm sorry. I love Fabulous Monsters, and I do plan to continue that series. But it will be November, which is obviously after Halloween. That kind of stinks, but you'll have it for next year. And then I'm going to hopefully have a couple more coming out in Nashville. Okay, Q&A. Connie said, what is the significance of 1822 on your For the Love of Nature sampler? Guess what? There's really not a significance. I wanted to put a date in there. And if you look online, 1822, ooh, let me turn that off. I just pulled a Priscilla. 1822 is just kind of shows up a lot in antique samplers. So that's where that came from. Susan asks, has the fact that you're now an official stitcher, I love that, changed your designs in any way? Like the way I design? Yes, it has. I was telling them in the beginner cross stitch class that, you know, when I first started designing, I never had cross stitched. I didn't know any cross stitchers. Well, my friend Jan used to cross stitch years ago. But anyways, like I don't know anything about it. And so I'm coming into it as an artist and as a punch needle designer. And with punch needle, you can make a perfect circle. You go like this. You're not going, you know what I'm saying? So I did a lot of fractional stitches to get rounded edges. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what a pain in the butt they are. I didn't realize how much y'all do not like doing that. Of course, if you get one of my patterns and if it's a snowman and I've got all these round, you can do them as full stitches. You don't have to stick to the pattern. I don't want that to deter you from something that you like because it has that in it. So even before I started stitching, I quit doing the fractional stitches as much, unless I was doing like a quilt block and it was small and it, you know, had to have like Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love. That sampler that I released March 2020, that one has some fractional stitches. But I try to keep everything full stitches unless it's like an eye on a cat or something like that. Other things that I have learned now that I am stitching is, well, and I know, excuse me, instead of doing like big blocks of color, I'm trying like in dresses on girls. And so I'm trying to put patterns in them so that it makes it more interesting to stitch. And it's more visually interesting as well. I used to do a lot of like full coverage like that Halloween piece. I mean, I could have had my model stitcher stitch that on black fabric instead of stitching all that black. Duh. You know, I'm learning, you know, those are still things I did before I started stitching. Also, making my charts bigger and easier to read. That is something that I've been more conscious of lately as well. So, you know, I'm growing and I'm learning, and yeah, had I come into designing as a cross stitcher, I would have not made those mistakes. And I don't consider them mistakes. I consider them learning curves. And like I said, even if you get one of my patterns and it has a snowman with a lot of fractional stitches, just do full stitches. It'll be fine. There's no cross stitch police. I've heard that so much, and I think it's so true. And then when I was at Garden of Quilts, I was watching this awesome presentation, and she's like, there's no quilt police. And I'm like, that must just be something that we all say in our whatever hobby it is that we're in. So there you go. Oh, and confetti stitching. The only pieces I have that will continue to have confetti stitching will be my angels, because in order to get them to look like my paintings, they have to be kind of confetti stitching. And I have a series called From the Heart, which I have a Santa in there, and it's got a lot of confetti stitching, but it makes it look like a watercolor painting. So I might still do some of those, but those are going to be certain people that like that confetti full coverage stitching. So anyways, moving on, let's go on to whips. I don't have, well, first let me show you my art whips. So for What You Paint Wednesday, Kristen and I hadn't done What You Paint Wednesday for about a month, and she said she hadn't done one since the beginning of July or something. So we have just been crazy busy. Anyway, we picked that back up on Wednesday, and it was so awesome to visit with her and catch up with her and see her on video and hang out with you guys and chit chat. So this is part of my 2023 calendar. At the bottom it says Happy Halloween. So it's a watercolor that I worked on Wednesday. And then for CW Live, where I teach not watercolor, I teach acrylic painting classes every Tuesday night live. I shouldn't say every Tuesday night because I do. Anyways, I have sessions, and in between the sessions I take time off. So this will say Give Ye Thanks, but I haven't obviously finished that bottom part. And then when I get the bottom part done, I will do my antiquing, where I do the crackle and the sanding and the staining and all of that. But yeah, I really like how these pumpkins turned out. Pumpkins are one of the most fun things to paint. I don't know what it is, but it is fun. And this I'm going to hang, because we have family over, like Kevin's family. We have like over 30 people come to dinner. We didn't have it last year because of you know what, but we're definitely having it this year. And we have our basement, our downstairs, all beautifully finished. It's not completely finished. We don't have the bar put in there yet, but we are going to have Thanksgiving down there in our beautifully remodeled bathroom down there. I have that. I showed you guys, it's called Desolate, and it's a big abstract painting that's kind of narrow and long like this. So anyway, I'll take that down and hang this up for my Thanksgiving dinner. All right, needlework whips. Cross stitch whips. I did not work on my Barbara Anna All Creatures Great and Small. I didn't work on that at all, unfortunately. Yeah. I didn't get them out. All right. First, I'm going to show you I'm stitching Kindness is Free. Lord have mercy. It's a freebie on my blog. I'll have a link below that you can go and get it yourself if you'd like to. The last time I showed this on Flosstube, I had Kindness, I had her and these two hearts done, and then the light blue you see in her dress, I only had it down to about here. So I have all this finished, and the birds, and oh, it's coming along so lovely. I think she's adorable. I do not like stitching 2/2, and I will get to some cool information later about something I'm going to try. So yeah, this is a super fun stitch. It's fun, it's easy, and I mean, I'm enjoying it. If it was 1/2, I would enjoy it a lot more. But I really wanted to, I love Bramble, and I have 40 count on order from Picture This Plus. So anyway, that's available at my website. And then the next one, this is stitched on XU Designs. Grandma Slip, 40 count, 1/2. This is a Patreon one. It's called Sally Emerson. And this plus 2 coordinating pieces will be made into a book and will be at the Nashville Market. So I have the other 2 being stitched by other model stitchers, and then I decided I would stitch this one. So last time you saw this, I think I had A, B, C, D done. So now, whoopsie, A, B, C, D was done, and now I've got all the way over to stew. So as you can see, come on, I just have the picture right here. So as you can see, I have all the alphabet done. Oh, here's some thread. I have all of this done now, and I'm going to do this little border thingy here, and then I will do this section, then the house, then this section, and then the bottom. So it's moving along. I would love to have that done by next week, but you know, while I'm putting this away, I'm just going to talk to you. So I had this wonderful schedule where I was stitching in the morning. I would get up, I would make the coffee, I would do my prayers, and then I would stitch for 1 to 2 hours. And then I'd come down here and do all the things. But I started working out again. I used to work out 5 to 6 days a week for probably 20 years. And then the past 3 years, I've been lazy. I don't know what my problem is, but I can tell in my body and the way it looks and the way it behaves that I'm not working out. I can tell. I get winded easily. I just need to work out. Let's just say that. And for me, working out is not just about losing weight. It's not all about losing weight. It's about being healthy. And I love playing with my grandkids. I love being able to run after them, you know, running under the swing and doing all of these amazing things with them. And this is just the beginning of grandkids for me. I have two boys. I hate when I say that. We have 2 boys as well. And, you know, they're getting to that age where, you know, they're probably looking to settle down. I mean, neither one of them is really serious with anyone, but, you know, so I might not have more grandkids for another 5, 6 years, which would put me at 60 years old. And I want to still be able to run around and play with my grandkids. So anyways, I went back to working out in the morning. So that is really crunching into my stitching time. So then I thought, well, I'll just stitch at night. But oh, I don't know. I get tired at night, and it's harder to see when I'm tired, where I can do punch needle, or I can, you know, work on my computer and do stuff like that easier at night. But I don't know. I have to figure this new schedule out. But I'm proud of myself. I worked out Monday through Friday, and I'm sore everywhere. But it's a good kind of sore. I know what the soreness is about, so it's all good. Okay, that's my whips. Let's see. Yeah, so finishes. I have just one finish, and it is from CW Live. It's our folk art bird. Pretty sure I showed you this as a work in progress at one point. But anyways, we have it done. It's all antiqued, and I think it's super cute. So yeah, we're moving right along. Starting a new project this coming Tuesday. All right, I want to show some previous finishes. Oh man, I was going to have the charts. Or not the charts. Hold on. Okay, first up, we have a punch needle. This is titled Mary Hill. And I know you guys are going to ask, because I've been asked this several times from cross stitchers, and they're like, are you ever going to do that in punch needle? I mean, in cross stitch. Because they are super cute, and they coordinate. And it would be so cute stitched on a gray fabric. But look at the little snowman on the bottom. I mean, it is... And I love that little chunky guy. Oh, so cute. Anyways, it's called Mary Hill. And it's 6 by 5 3/4. It uses mostly Weeks Dye Works, but several DMC as well. And I think it's super fun. And then its cohort is Holly Hill. And it has Holly on the hill. Get it? I'm sure you could figure that out. And that cute little snowman. Look at his face. Ah, and he's holding a stocking. It's so cute. Same measurements, 6 by 5 3/4. And again, using all the same colors. So they coordinate. This is Walnut Hollow, which I think you can find Walnut Hollow. I think you can buy it online even, but I'm pretty sure I got these at Joann. But wouldn't they be cute hanging, like, okay, something like that on your wall. So anyway, yes, I will chart them eventually. It's so hard, guys, because I'm constantly sketching new things, and I just have so many things already. And then I'm just going to show you some previous paintings. These these two original paintings are watercolor. These hang in my bathroom down here at the studio. And I just love him. It's so scruffy on his little tag. Look at this face. Oh, he's so cute. And then this one, teddy bear, teddy bear. Oh, how I love thee. And they're definitely more prim than my teddy bear calendar. But look at this little guy right here. Oh, sitting on that little pincushion. Would he not be cute? Made like 3D out of mohair, sitting on a little wool pincushion. Oh, he's so stinking cute. So they got buttons for their eyes. He's got a little wool. I just think this is cute. Yeah, this has been hanging in my bathroom. Well, you can see from the dust for a long time. I have some finishes to show you that other people have done of my designs. So let's check those out. First, we have the Stitching Sister. She is from Norway. Her name is Karen, and she's the Stitching Sister on Instagram. She stitched Jolly Santa, which is in the Celebrate 15 Years of Cross Stitch book. And she changed the words from Holly Jolly to Merry Christmas in Norwegian, God Jul. So she used Ladybug by Weeks Dye Works for the red floss, and she stitched it on 32 count linen 1/2. Very cool. Thank you so much, Karen. I love how that turns out, and I love that fabric because it looks like it's snowing. It's really, really cute. Great job. Next, we have Newcastle Bouquet in a whole different way. This is by JT's. So on Instagram, she's at TuckWellJulie. So her name is Julie, and she did Newcastle Bouquet, but instead of doing the border, she left that off and made it into this very, very cool pillow. I love it. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. I love both those patterns. They turned out really nice. So if you want to feature one of your Teresa Kogut cross stitch finishes with everyone, just email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com, and I will be glad to show them here on my video. Hey guys, this is just a little insert I'm going to put in my floss tube because my table is buried. As you know, I have been MIA for about 3 weeks. I think by the time I upload this, it's actually going to be a month since my last Flosstube, because things got really crazy. Extremely crazy, which I know I'm going to talk about in Flosstube, so I'm not going to go into it now. But anyways, I just didn't have time, let's put it that way. So I wanted to go over some things, some of my haul, because I just got to get it off this table and get things filed and put away, because I feel like the walls are closing in on me with all the things around my studio right now. So I got an amazing shipment from Elizabeth Ann from Things of the Needle. I love her stuff. I love her stuff. And I've been using a lot of it, and I was really running low. So I shall show you what I received from her. I got Chenille Winter's Dusk, and I like how tiny this is. I think on the edge of a pillow. Look at that color. It's like a gray blue. It's so pretty. Mini Pom Pom Noir, which I should have ordered like 100 yards of that. I mean, it's so black, you can't really even see it. I actually did get more than one, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going 4. 5 of those. Oh, NYX coat. I love this because it's not a bright red. It's a nice muted, pale kind of red. Perfect. Oh, I use this a lot. Nag's Head. This is nice for Halloween. It's a very dull kind of orange, like a real, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really holding true here in this picture. Oh gosh, my nails. I forgot how horrible they looked. Then I got Shakespeare's Primitive Red. This is a new color for me. I've never had this. Look at that burgundy, y'all. Oh my gosh. I've been looking for a nice, dark, deep burgundy, and I found it. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh, for Christmas pieces, it's going to be amazing. And then Honey Whiskey. This is also a new one for me. A nice sage green. Look at that. Oh, it's holding true to that picture there. Yeah, so my nails... My nails are fried. While I'm putting this away, I'm going to tell you what happened. I got my nails done for an occasion of some sort. I can't even remember. You know what? I think it was actually when I went to Tennessee for the wedding in June. Pretty sure that's when I went and had a manicure. And then... I don't know. And then anyways, I came home and they started looking really bad. So I went to a local place and got a manicure. She took all that off, and it was gel. I did the gel this time. I didn't want to do the, what's the other one called? Where they put like a powder on and it makes it real thick and it stays on forever, but I can't get that stuff off. But I thought I could get the gel polish off. And anyways, I couldn't. So I got a local manicurist, is that what you call them? I don't know, to do my nails. And anyways, sometime in July, I finally picked it all off as much as I could, and then I could get it off with 100% acetone. And then I left them alone. Well, it destroyed my nails. My nails were breaking and flaking off, and I take biotin, I take a lot of vitamins and stuff, so it just, I know it was from that gel polish. And then, but when I went to Garden of Quilts, I didn't want, I mean, my nails are horrible. They're really short. My nails normally will grow really long, and my nails are normally really strong. And they're really short because they keep peeling, and they just keep peeling and peeling and peeling. So I'm just left the polish off them. But when I went to Garden of Quilts, I'm like, okay, I need some nail polish on. So I went ahead and just put polish on. I didn't do a top coat or anything, but I thought it would get me through, you know, just the 2 days I had to do stuff. And then I didn't care. And when I got home, I was supposed to take the polish off, y'all, and I forgot. So, by the way, Today is Tuesday, September 28th. Here's another haul that I bought for Garden of Quilts because I forgot to mention in the supplies that the students need to bring, that they need to bring some embroidery scissors. So I hurried up and bought some on Amazon, just knowing I could get them really quick because I got them like the day before I left. And I'm just going to show them to you because they're nice. And they were dirt cheap. I can't remember how much they were. I will put a link in the description box below for you guys if you want to purchase these. So I got 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 of these, I don't know what you call that, iridescent. Is it iridescent? Hold on, y'all. So these are kind of iridescent. So it's these and then these. And these all came together. Dang it, I'm trying to do it the right way. Yeah, the stork scissors, but look how they're kind of iridescent. So I got 2 of those. I got 2 of the silver. Lord have mercy, I got upside down again. And I got 2 silver. And these are actually gold and silver. The handle is gold. Lord. The handle is gold, but the scissor part is silver. I thought those were real pretty. Anyways, I got all 6 of those. So then the funny part is this. So I take them with me all the way to Utah for Garden of Quilts, and I totally forgot I brought them. Thank goodness. I guess everybody had scissors because nobody said, oh, I forgot my scissors. So there you go. Then I also got from Witch Hope. So the 2 suppliers, okay, 3 suppliers that I have used to get weaver's cloth from no longer sell it wholesale. And I was freaking out. We got so low. We were actually, before we left for Utah, we had to I had to unpack like ones that were already in inventory. I had to take the weaver's cloth out of those and put them in the ones that we had orders for because we ran out of weaver's cloth. So I found 2 new sources for buying weaver's cloth, and one of the sources is Springs, which is the brand that I've used all these years, and then this is the other brand that I got. This is a natural color. I didn't buy it in the bolts because I was unclear on how they would sell it, but this is not Springs, but this is incredible. Incredibly thick. I think this is going to be wonderful. And the price, this is actually a nicer weaver's cloth than I was using. And I love the natural color instead of the white. Also, it's like way less expensive a yard. So I was like, when? And my phone is ringing, so I will be right back. This came before I left for Utah. I ordered this at Needlework Expo from Stacy Nash, and I didn't open it because I was just too crazy busy trying to get everything ready for my classes and whoop whoop. I'm finally opening it now, and I'm so stoked. I love Stacy. Well, I always want to say Stacy Nash. Stacy Nash. I love Stacy Nash as a person. She's so sweet. I've met her in Nashville at the market. But I love her style, her aesthetic. I love that her daughter makes these amazing waxers, beeswax. They're cool people. They're very cool people. And I love them. And I love their stuff. Oh my gosh. So I got extra because I'm going to do a couple giveaways. But here's one of her waxers. Y'all, look at that. Oopsie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, her daughter does these. I want to say, I think that her daughter started making these to make money because she wanted to buy a horse. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how that story goes. I love that. I don't want to take all of these out, so hopefully I don't have to. Couple snowmen. Look at that. So stinking cute. And then I had to get a red strawberry. I mean, come on. I had to have a red one too. And I'm not going to use them. I'm going to decorate with them. They're going to hang somewhere. I don't know where right now. Oh, look at the cute little owl. Lord have mercy. And then the witch with the haunted house and the bats. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Super cute. Wow, I got several of those. I have some people in mind I'm going to give them to as well. But then I bought one of her patterns, y'all. Jack-o'-lantern sewing pocket and chatelaine. It says jack-o'-lantern, such a fright, glowing on this Halloween night, grinning wide for all to see. Spooky, but you do not scare me. Or spooky, but you don't scare me. That's so cute. I don't know if she made that up or not, but it's on Havana. Weeks Dye Works Havana with charcoal. Charcoal. Floss from Weeks Dye Works as well. Geez, get it together, Trees. Look at that. How cute is that? I cannot wait. One day, oh yeah, I know what it was. Our oldest son, he had gotten in a car accident. I don't know. I can't remember when that was. I want to say March. I want to say it was April. I don't know. I don't remember when it was. But anyways, his head hit the windshield and shattered the windshield. And he has a big, huge scar on his forehead. I've never talked about this on Flosstube because it was too disturbing. Now that he's okay, I can talk about it. But there was so much swelling in his forehead that they got all the glass out that they could, but there was still, he said there was still some pieces in his forehead. So he has on two occasions now, tried to cut open his forehead to get the glass out himself. Yeah. Well, he was doing that one day when I happened to go up to the house, and I'm like, he says, I got another piece out. I got another piece out. And I said, you know, I'm afraid you're going to get an infection or something. Let me take you to the clinic. And the reason I had to take him, to the clinic and he didn't drive himself is because he'd been drinking a little bit because he was trying to like numb the pain. And, you know, he said it takes guts, more guts than he has sober to cut open his own skin and try to dig in there because it's painful and whatnot. And so he'd had, you know, a few shots of whiskey or bourbon or whatever. So I'm like, well, I will drive you. I'm fine to drive you. I mean, yeah, it's in the middle of a work day. Was I real crazy about it? Because it was right before we went to Utah and I was so busy, but I'm like, this is my kid, man, you know, and I just worried about him. So I don't even know how I got on that. Oh, yeah, these. Okay, because while he was in there, it was going to take a while. So I thought, well, I said, just text me when you're done and I'll come back and get you. And I'm like, I'm not driving all the way back home. I'm just going to, I had to go to Joann. Oh, that's my other haul. I had to go to Joann and stock up on some things. And then I went to an antique store that I never have time to go to, and it was like they were closing in 20 minutes, so I had to bust through there kind of fast, and I saw something in a case that I need to go back and see if I can get it. It was a little sewing something or other. I can't remember now what it was, but it was in a glass case. You know how those can be They're usually more expensive, but whatever. I'm just going to go back and see how much it is. But I didn't really have time to do that because they were getting ready to close. And so I'm just going to show you a couple of things I got. It worked out. The timing was perfect. I got done there. I pulled into the clinic. I was there 2 minutes and he texts me, I'm done. You can come on back. I'm like, I just pulled in. It was perfect. And this is kind of the funny, sad part is that the nurse could not find any more glass. I guess he got that last piece out on his own. Jeepers. Boys. If y'all, Lisa Smith, you have 3 or 4 boys. I think you have 4 boys, right? Girl. I don't know how you did it. Boys. They're crazy. They're just crazy. I love them, but they're crazy. So I got this little salt shaker full of antique buttons. Okay, I put it in front of my face. Antique buttons. I mean, can't have too many of those, right? Woo, woo. But look, I will definitely be using those. I want to do some different things with my cross stitch. I want to start making drums and making items that hang like a little heart shaped something or other. I got the star shaped, but I want to do some things that little Biscore News, which I got one. I think she's got it done right now. Anyway, I'm doing some different things and I want to start using buttons in some of my things too. But yeah, another antique spool that would be perfect. That has got a nice big opening. You can put a candle in it. Love, love, love. All right, guys, I bought a couple more antique samplers or antique needlework anyways. This is not a sampler, but this is actually full coverage. I'm not going to do it in full coverage. I'm just going to do the design inside and the border, and then I'm just going to find the coolest piece of very antique. I want it to look as close to this as possible because the reason I found love with it is because how antique-y it is. But I'm going to zoom in so you can see that background is all stitched. So this won't take me long to chart at all. So I will be hopefully I can have this ready for Nashville in March. But anyway, I love the frame. It's, old. I might as well show you the other one that I have that I got. It's ginormous. And again, this is full coverage stitching. Oh, jeepers. Sorry, guys. Full coverage stitching. Zoom in so you can see the full coverage. See that? Lord have mercy. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So she loved her cat and her dog more than she loved her house because they're bigger than her house. But is this not the coolest piece? I love this. It's huge though. Like, look at my head. And look at this thing. It's huge. It is so cool though. And I'm going to read to you what it says. Elizabeth Roberts, age 11 years, 1849. And the glass is wavy, like that antique glass. I love it. And it says, thank my God for heart and skill to write my name without a quill. Oh my gosh, I think this is so incredible. Look at the puppy dog. Look at the moth. I like putting moths and birds pretty much in all of mine. Look at this bird she did that is orange and polka dotted. I mean, are you kidding me? How adorable is this thing? And this cat, is that even cross stitch? Maybe it's all, you know what it is? It looks like it's just, it's a half oh my gosh, I think it's just tent stitches, but one row goes this way and then she comes back with the other row that way, and she goes this way and then that way. Yes, if you look close, that's what it is. So you can tell on the cat that she went up and down, and then she went over this, you know, she changed her direction of her stitching. So I'm not going to obviously do full coverage. So can you see that where she did tent stitches and she went back and forth? I'm not going to do the full coverage. I'm not going to do tent stitches. There'll be full stitches. Everything will be full stitches. I'm not going to do any half stitches in this. And it's not going to be ginormous like this. Trust me. No one will want to stitch it if it's that huge. So those are my latest. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 antique samplers now that I need to chart. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this winter. Working on that and all the other things crazy, exciting things I'm doing for Needlework. Not Needlework Expo, oh my gosh. Nashville Needlework. Nashville Market. I have a hard time because Nashville starts with an N, Needlework Expo starts with an N. There's Nashville Market, Needlework Expo. I have a hard time. And then there's Needlework Galleria, which I missed. I could have been in it because I saw Kathy from Inspired Needle at the Silver Needle Retreat, and she said, you know, I have a spot available if you want to be a vendor. And I wanted to, but I was in Utah, and then we made the world tour. I keep calling it a world tour, but we stayed inside the country. Felt like a world tour. So I bought this Quaker Christmas Samplers, Carriage House Samplings, because I fell in love with how the simplicity of these, but yet so primitive and cool. Yeah, maybe I can have one of those done by Christmas. You never know. You never know what can happen. Oh, and speaking of Kathy Roganella, she also contacted me and said, I forget, you ordered this fabric like 6 months to a year ago. I can't remember how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. And she said, I just got it in. Do you still want it? And I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please. It's 40 count R&R vintage beeswax. It's a 27 by 36 piece. And it is stunning and it is gorgeous. And I'm so, so happy to have it. It's showing up too light. Let me shut this light off. So just my haul right now, we're into a half an hour. It's kind of crazy. It's showing lighter. It's actually a darker brown. But anyway, if you're familiar with this fabric, you know the gloriousness of it. So yeah, I got that. Did I pay for it? Yes, I did. Okay. I always worry about that. I'm not one to say, yeah, send it and I'll send you a check. No. I like to pay for things right then. That way when it comes in, I'm always afraid I'm going to forget to pay somebody. So I like to just pay for it when I order something. It's the best habit you can get into. Okay. I have more haul. I got this. I got some things from Park Designs that I ordered. So Park Designs is a company that I'm licensed to. They do hooked rugs, hooked runners, large rugs, small rugs, chair pads, pillows, hooked pillows, and I design for them. But I also have a wholesale account. So I bought this cool tin. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I think I'm going to actually start storing my projects in it because I think project bags will actually fit in it nicely. It opens up like this. So it's kind of a pain because this back part, if it went all the way down, it would be great. But maybe I can do something so that it stays upright like that and then just have my project bags in it. But it's really cool. It says estimated 1948 Hanford & Sons Bread Company. It's actually like a bread tin to put on your counter, but it's too big for my counter. I don't have a lot of counter space in my kitchen. So Anyways, if I don't use it for project bags, I'm sure I'll find something to put in it. I know I got more from them, but I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, I do. Some of it I gave away is to my best friend, one of my best friends, for her birthday present, the end of August. So, yeah. Oh, I ordered from myself. Well, this is a third party that makes these stickers. I'd rather be stitching and create every day. I love them, but I wish they were clear. So when you peel it off, like for Create Every Day, when you peel it off, it'll have a white outline. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I can find a different sticker company. So anyway, when you peel it off, see how it's outlined in white? There you go. Yeah, I wish it was clear, and whatever you put it on it, you would just see Create Every Day. But they're still cute. And then this one, I'd rather be stitching. I think it's cute too. So those are available on in my Etsy shop. It comes from a third party, so when you order it, they get your order, they make your stickers, and they ship it to you. I don't even touch these. So just know that going in, if you order these with a pattern, you'll get the pattern from us, and these will come separately from a different company. Okay, y'all, I ordered some cute project bags because, you know, now that I'm not a monogamous stitcher, now that I'm a stitcher just in the first place, it didn't take me long to become unmonogamous. This is from Tara, the 805 Stitcher, Tara Finnegan. Here, she gave me this cute needle minder. I don't know that that is part of the deal if you order from her, if she just gave me a little sweet treat. Isn't that cute? But I ordered this from her Etsy shop. Is that not adorable? Look at that fabric. How cute. How stinking cute. It's the vinyl front. Very nicely made. I think that it's so nice, so nice. And she sent me a thank you card. Has a cute little pumpkin zipper pull. Wrong hand, wrong side, and it's backwards. Come on, pumpkin. Cute. So cute. So thank you very much. It came just as I had hoped. Adorable. This one is quite a bit bigger than the first one. So this is from Jordan. It's called Jordy's Handmade on Etsy. So I'll link all this below. And when I saw this, I fell in love with it. Aww. She wrote me a really nice note. Okay, so I ordered the project bag, and again, she didn't mention if she threw this extra little treat in for me. I bet she did. Let me look. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. That is so nice of you. Oh, this is cute. She gave me a needle minder and a threader. This could be something that she does too, because it says it's a thank you. Look at this cuteness. Look at that little frog. And then here is the needle minder. The magnet is holding it, but anyway, there's a needle minder right there. I mean a threader, needle threader, jeepers. So this is the bag that I ordered. Here's the back. I just fell in love with this fabric. I love the vintage look of it. I love the colors. I'm that traditional kind of Christmas person. I don't really care for the teals and the different oranges and different colors that are coming out for Christmas. It's just not my thing. And then I love her zipper pull. Is super cool, and it says made with love. I love it. And the inside. This is really nice fabric too. It's really thick. And the inside is a nice green color. But she included this, so I don't know if that was supposed to come with it or she gave that to me extra. Put your floss in, or God, keep that in your purse at Christmas time to, I don't know, put some makeup in or something. It's just adorable. So it's basically the same thing, but way smaller. It's so stinking cute. I'm just very happy with my purchase. So thank you so much. And then last but not least, so I got a Halloween, a fall, and a Christmas one. And I've been gone for so long. I need to go in and, you guys need to do this too. When you buy something from Etsy, go in and write a review and give them a glowing, raving review because it helps their shop. So I'm going to go and do that for them. And if you buy from me, hopefully you'll give me a nice review as well. And I want to say this too, because I've heard other people talk about it. If you order from Etsy, whether it's from me or another maker, and you have a problem with your order, talk to me or my husband or, you know, the maker of wherever you're buying from. That's where you resolve issues. You don't resolve issues by leaving a comment like in the reviews and complaining about something that can be handled. Like, most people are like me, and if there's an issue, we're on it. We'll fix it right away and take care of it as quick as possible, you know. And people that run Etsy shops are very customer service oriented because it makes a big difference in your shop's algorithm and everything. So I just wanted to throw that out there because, you know, we all work hard. We all work hard, even if you don't have an Etsy shop. But, you know, you have some sort of work that you do. We all work hard, and, you know, bad reviews can really mess you up. So I just want to say that. And each one of these wonderful people sent me a card. Aw, that's so sweet. She's thrilled to hear that I'll be designing fabric again. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Thank you for your purchase from Sheri So Sweet. Etsy shop. Sheri. Here, I'm just going to show it to you. Don't look at my nails. I'll poke you in the eye. No, I'm kidding. Ah! There you go. You can see it now. Sheri So Sweet. Etsy.com. I fell in love with this one too because it kind of looks like chalkboard a little bit too. I don't know why I said two, but I don't know. This really looks like chalkboard on the front. And it's the vinyl front. I love her color choice for this. And then on her little zipper pull, oh my gosh, how cute. That's so cute. It's a little bobbin of thread charm on there. I don't know if you can even see it really. Can you see it? Anyway, happy fall, y'all. Autumn, welcome fall, gather, thankful. Super cute, super pretty colors. So yeah, I got one for Halloween and then fall and then Christmas. So I'm stoked about all of those. So I think that, well, I think that's it for now. But I did get some stuff, mostly floss and some Tim Holtz things. All right, guys, that's my haul, y'all. Bye. Okay, so I showed a couple of pictures this week of some of my haul. And someone mentioned that they wanted to see more of my Halloween tree, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. This little section here is always decorated for Halloween. So this is that print I got from iCanvas. This is our dog Casey. But this is the original watercolor. And then that is the cross stitch that I designed. And since Casey had the orange and black going on, she's more blue than black, but in real life she was not blue, let me just tell you. So anyway, this little corner, little cubby of my studio is Halloween, and it's always Halloween because Halloween is just whimsical. So you can see the inspiration for Snarky Cat right here. It was this little figurine that I made out of clay many moons ago. I miss working on clay. Part of my haul was Stacy Nash. Her daughter Taylor makes waxers, and they're so awesome. So all the clay pieces you see here, I made years and years ago. There's a punch needle. Oh, and that Biscore New right there, that was from my amazing friend and model stitcher, Donna Fidawa. Yeah, it's so cute. Look how cute it is. But, you know, being that it's orange and black, it had to be right there. Okay, and there's another little clay guy back there. Snickers and Pickle, another waxer. You know, Lori's business card is even cool, so it's on display now. Behind here, I also collect bird nests. So you'll see a lot of bird nests in here. And it's really dusty, so my apologies. And I love collecting antique tins. So that's one of my clay pieces. Those two over there, these two little guys, those were from Blossom Bucket. Was that Blossom Bucket? I don't know if it was Blossom Bucket or not. Oh, actually, there's all four of them are here. It's a little set, and I have those charted. They're only available as PDFs in my Etsy shop, but I have all those little characters charted. But this guy, I love him. He's made, look at my big old hand in there. He's made with a tin and a bottle cap hat. And I had another one that I had to send to get made. I think it was Blossom Bucket. Anyways, they sent it overseas to be made, and they never got it back. So there's Hazel and her Halloween friends, and here's more tins and funnels and fun stuff. There's another little guy that I made. And then there's that black cat back there, and then that cat there. That was Village Candle. I used to work with them, and they made my Halloween art and Christmas art and other things into candle accessories. And then this is where I store all my antique books. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And anyways, so now onto the tree, which was really the reason I was doing this. So here is a strawberry waxer that Taylor made. There's a Black and Beeswax bee. I can't think of the name of the girl that makes those. I was selling them in my Etsy shop for a while. These here are the little oranges, and I can't remember. I made those years ago, but you take oranges and you take out the insides, cut the lid off or the top off, and then I forget how you let them dry. I think I just let them sit out and dry. And as they're drying, you can cut the face into them and then stuff them with, those were nice, pretty leaves and some bittersweet, but it's really, I mean, years old. There's the beeswax owl, which looks perfect on that tree. I love this orange ribbon that she used. Another beeswax angel. Another beeswax angel. Another, his face is much cuter than the other one. And then I got another one up here. Oh, there's the blackberry that Taylor made. And a little bird's nest in there. I really need to find some blackbird eggs. I don't know if you could do that, but. And then the amazing piece that I was lucky enough to get from Lori Brecklin, Not Forgotten Farm. Look at how stinking cute. I love Lori's style. I love primitive, and I saw that she was having an Etsy update at 8 p.m. I can't remember if it was Sunday night or Monday night. I think it was Sunday night, and I had my alarm set for like 2 minutes before 8, and so I popped onto Etsy, and I was lucky enough to get this. Her stuff sold quickly, and then on the back, I didn't even realize it. but it says Not Forgotten Farm 2021. Oh, I love it. But it's made, it's got that long rope on it to be worn as a necklace, but it's perfect in my tree, so that's where it shall stay. Anyways, that's my little Halloween corner. Well, I have another Halloween vignette in my studio too, but I really need to make some Christmas ones because I have more Christmas than Halloween. Peace out. All right, so plans this week. Wow. Wow. Depending on when that wool shows up, because once that wool shows up, I'm probably going to be spending some midnight nights down here getting that stuff planned out. So I'm leaving on the 13th for the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat, which I'm stoked about. I get to meet Kyle Reckemeyer. I get to hang out with my friends that I met there last year, Lisa Smith, Michelle Rudy, Shauna Rogers, and I think Kathy Lounsbury is going to be there. By the way, the highlight of my trip out to Utah was meeting none other than Snug Harbor Crafts, Deb and Keph in Lincoln, and Stitching with the Sisterlies, Colleen Holt and her amazing cousin, Therese. I'm telling you, that was the highlight. We had lunch together. It was way too short, but it was so much fun. And we packed like 5 hours worth of conversation into 1 hour. It was like, you know, because we knew we didn't have a lot of time together. So, and they are having their Stitch West retreat the same weekend I'm going to be at the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat. So, good luck on your retreat. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying good luck because it's going to be amazing. Just those two people alone running a retreat is just amazing. And I can only imagine how much fun everyone's going to have. So everyone that's going out there, have lots of fun. Take lots of pictures and posts because we're all there with you in spirit. And so anyways, I'm going to the Cross Stitchers Retreat in Iowa pretty soon, and then Kristen comes into town October 26th, and she's going to be here for almost a week. So I have so much to do before those two things happen. The first thing I have to do is this week I'm going to take all of the new releases that I'm going to come out with the 1st of November and get everything done so that Kevin can get it printed and he can start packing them. Stuffing the patterns and getting them ready, because that's the biggest part of a new release is just getting the patterns done. And if you have enough inventory, then shipping the orders isn't that big a deal. But when you have to, because that's what happened with Needlework Expo. We didn't get enough inventory built up before the orders came in. And so it was like packing orders, and then you run out of everything. You can't pack any more orders, so you got to go and stuff patterns, and you got to pack more orders, and then we ran out of stuff, so we got to go pick. It just makes more sense if you can get enough inventory built up. And Kevin is a hunter, so he was not real happy that I'm having a November 1st, or not on the 1st, but the first part of November. He wasn't real thrilled I was having that release, but I'm like, I have too much to release at Nashville right now. I have to release these things now in November so that I don't have too much at Nashville. And then I already have enough stuff designed basically to get me through 2022. Isn't that insane? It's awesome though. It's awesome to not be under the gun with getting things designed. I mean, they're not all stitched and everything, but that's another thing I want to do this week is I've got to get my model stitchers some things to stitch, because it's nice for them to have a break so they can stitch their own stuff and what they want to stitch and that. But, if I don't keep them busy, they might find another designer to stitch for. So anyways, hang on guys, it's coming. Hang on. I have a lot of things, really cute things that I just need to do the floss toss and pick out the fabric, cut it, and, get it to them. So that's coming up this week too. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. Those two things right there will take up my entire week. And then I've got to fully finish all of those pieces that I'm releasing so that I can do a video. So I'm going to try to have the video and everything done before Kristen gets here. That way everyone has time to, you know, pre-order with their shops and all of that. Or maybe I won't even do the whole pre-ordering thing. I'll wait until Kevin's ready to ship. I'll show everything, and you know, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. I would love for the shops to be able to go ahead and place orders. The whole pre-order thing, that is such a hot topic amongst all of us designers. Some people don't do pre-order. Some people, you know, just go to the show, they do the show, and then they do their new release video afterwards. I mean, we all have our own way of doing it. I thought pre-ordering, what I liked about it is it gives the shops an opportunity to know how much to buy, and then they can in turn tell us how much they're going to buy ahead of our shipping schedule, so we know how much to make. So that's why we do the pre-ordering thing. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Let's do giveaway, guys. All right, so the sheep pouch, it's right here. Let me grab it. This adorable little sheep pouch was up for grabs. And I just asked you guys to tell me what your favorite new release for Needlework Expo was. It didn't have to be my design, obviously, just what was your favorite thing. And I really enjoyed reading all of that. So I did the YouTube random comment picker. I'm not inserting that video anymore because, you know, it all just takes extra work. And so I went ahead and did it. And here is the winner. Ta-da! That way you know it's legit. And so the winner is Aggie Rachel. She said, good luck getting everything ready for Utah. I am actually watching your video while prepping my stuff for the 2 embroidery classes I'll be taking at the Garden of Quilts. That's so cool. My favorite release is Soul Sisters. I want to stitch it for my sister. God blessed me with her through a Bible study as adults, and we've been inseparable since then. That is amazing. So congratulations, Rachel. So if you could please email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com, and I will try to get a hold of you through YouTube as well. And I can give me your address, and I can get this out to you. So this week's giveaway is, I have 3 of them. Part of my haul, as you saw, was Stacy Nash. I bought one of her patterns as well. Dadgummit. You know what? Oh, I know where it's at. I inserted that video showing you guys some haul that I got because I needed to clear off my table and I just had too much stuff. So anyways, I have my Stacy Nash pattern in this amazing Halloween bag. It's a Halloween design. I know I'm not going to have it done before Halloween, obviously, but look at this fabric that I'm going to put it on. So this fabric was also part of my haul. It's R&R Vintage Beeswax. Stacy has hers on Havana, Weeks Dye Works Havana, which I thought I had. I couldn't find it, and if I do have it, it's probably 32 count anyways. But look at this gray. This gray, it's like a taupe. It's more of a brown gray. Oh, it's coming across really good. That with black on it will be so amazing. So I'm really excited to get that started. So now I'm gonna have 4 whips going. You guys, it's y'all's fault, just so you know. Oh, and part of my haul I forgot to show you, and I forgot to tell you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I didn't go over haul at all, did I? Anyways, haul. When I was at the Garden of Quilts, I got the pleasure of meeting Jenny from Cricklewood Crossing. She's on YouTube, she is on Instagram, and I believe she has an Etsy shop as well. Cricklewood Crossing. She is super, super sweet, and she was stitching on 25 count Lugana 1/1. So if you take 25 count and you double it, it'd be like stitching 1/2 on 50 count. So what I loved about it is you can see the holes so well. So I went absolutely nuts over this whole idea. And while I was away, I placed an order for some amazing fabrics that I'm going to try that on because I love using one strand, number one. I love teeny tiny. I like the results to be teeny tiny. but yet I have bad eyes. So when I do stitch on 40 count, I have a floor lamp, and it sits right here basically. And it's a light, a ring light, and it's a magnifier, and my stitching is under it, and that's how I do it, which I love. But I mean, it works perfectly fine when I'm home, but I can't travel with that big ginormous thing. I do have a table, Halo Go rechargeable table lamp that I'm going to take to the retreat. But even then, I thought, you know, it just would be nice if I did want to stitch in the car, or if I waiting at the doctor's office or something like that. I want to be able to have stitching on the go. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I can see these holes, and I'm so excited to try this. So I did get a black, which that I probably wouldn't be able to stitch without using a light of some sort. So anyway, this is just Zweigart 25 count black Lugana fabric. But I mean, you got to have a black in your lineup, don't you? It's like have that little black dress. You know, you got to have that in your wardrobe. Okay, you got to have some black fabric in your fabric wardrobe. Wardrobe, I can't even talk. Okay, Zweigart. This is Mushroom Lugana. 20. Oh, this is 28 count. So, oh my gosh, it'd be like stitching on 56 count, like Jean does from the Attic Needlework. Oh my gosh, I don't know how she does it on 56 count linen, but look, and you look at those holes, guys. You can see those. Super excited. Then I got Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha 25 count Lugana. Look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah, look at that. And those holes. Doing it. Aren't they beautiful? So yeah, so this is what I decided to do before I go to the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in a couple weeks. Excuse me. I am going to start. Wait, what was I going to do? Well, I'm probably going to take this. I don't know if I'm going to take that. I want to start something on one of these fabrics. I'm going to take a few things because you know how when you go on vacation and you pack almost everything you own because you go, well, I don't know what I'm going to feel like that day. What if I don't feel like wearing jeans that day? Okay, well, I'm going to bring some, you know, some like leggings or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're going away for 3 days, but you take 10 outfits. I feel like that with the retreat. Like I want to make sure I bring enough stuff so that if I can't see this just isn't working for me, I can try another project. Is that ludicrous? Am I the only one that thinks that way? I don't know. Anyways, moving along. Guys, this, I can tell you something that's so disgusting. Every time I drink out of this now, I have this fear of sucking up a bug because, by the way, I love this thing. This keeps your ice like for 48 hours. It's amazing. But anyways, Kristen got it for me. And I love that, you know, it opens and closes. I got this thing to hang on to. The thing that you drink out of is kind of it's soft. It's not like a hard plastic. I just love this thing. Well, anyway, you know, like I'll drink a whole one, then I'll fill it up. I drink another one. And then the next day, I don't wash it like every day. Maybe I should. I don't know. I've never gotten sick from it. So, I mean, every couple days I wash it. Well, yesterday morning, I wasn't going to wash it. And then I thought, I think I should wash it. Or at least rinse it out with really hot water. So I opened it up because I was getting ready to put ice in it and fill it back up for the day. And I opened it up. And when I did, at the bottom of my straw, I saw something dark. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that mold growing in it? It kind of freaked me out. But I'm thinking, it shouldn't be mold. It wasn't that long. It was a freaking bug. I don't know if I left this open overnight or something and it crawled down into that. It was a big old black bug and he was stuck in the bottom of that thing. So now every time I drink out of it, and so trust me, I dang near boiled this entire thing and melted it to try to get all the nasty germs off of it. So it's spick and span clean, but every time I open it and drink out of it, I think of that dang bug. Gross. So anyway, this week, I'm giving you part of my haul from my Stacey. I always do that, Stacey Nash order. And her daughter, I had mentioned, her daughter Taylor makes waxers. And these Halloween ones are so cute. And I bought extra at the Needlework Expo knowing I was going to use them as giveaways. So here we go. This week, I want to ask you something. So don't be mad at me because I'm going to use this word. This word that you might not want to hear right now, Christmas. I want to know if you've started your Christmas shopping. I have a BFF that usually is done Christmas shopping by Halloween. She has everything wrapped by, you know, the 1st of November. Her tree is up. Like, she is on the ball and she's amazing. I am not that person. I'm that person that is out 3 days before Christmas finishing up. So here is the owl waxer, which you guys saw on my Halloween tree, and that ribbon is to die for. That's one of them. And then I have 2 of these Halloween waxers. 2 of those. All you have to say, so that's my question to you, is have you started your Christmas shopping? I bet some people have. And then the keyword is Christmas. So if you just use Christmas in your sentence, you'll be all set to win one of these lovelies, and we'll have to get this out right away so you can enjoy them before Halloween. That's it, guys. I think that was plenty. Now you know why I didn't want to put the Garden of Quilts and our vacation in there, because it would have been like a 3-hour video. So this was long enough. But I'm so glad to be back and get back on schedule and get things a little bit more normal around here. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. And I just love your support and appreciate it so much. And don't forget, create every day. Bye now. Last swing. You okay? What'd you say earlier today? This is so boring. Wow! Wow!
Whoa!
What the bananas?
He tried to jump off.